Hey nerds, how's it going? My name is jester.exe, and this is definitely a new format of video for those who are familiar with my channel, and for those who aren't, welcome! Today's video is all about redesigning the interpretation of me that you see on your screen right now. I've had this guy for a while since I took on my regal jester title. I do have other interpretations of myself, like plushy jester or human jester, which also needs a redesign wholly. However, blob jester, or gay blob, or just the blob, whatever you people want to call it these days, has been here the longest, and honestly, it's time for a new look. I mean, come on, I made this guy back in like 2021. My style has changed and so has my tastes and interests. Even I have changed as a person. I mean, I used to think I was cis, but look at me now! My art style is based on a few things: rounded and or sharp edges, simplistic designs, and cartoonish expressions and sometimes proportions. I like to call this realistic cartoonish because while you can definitely see some realistic proportions, I'm not exaggerating much of anything else in the design to make it more cartoony. For this redesign, I wanted to lean more into the cartoon side of my art style, at least in the proportions. In this current design, while it is simplistic, it is very basic. It meets most of the points I listed before, but it doesn't have much going for it besides the occasional hand showing up, and even that's a rare occurrence. So for this redesign, I want cartoon-like hands and feet, unrealistic proportions, more exaggerated features, and of course, the iconic jester hat. Part 1. Deciding the proportions. Towards the beginning of the process, I did a community post about my friends drawing jester in thigh-high boots and fishnets because we got bored at dinner time and started sketching random things. I love these drawings, I still have the note card in my room. But the look of the character itself was sort of the style I wanted to go for this redesign. So with the ideas fresh in my brain and a somewhat scuffed setup, I went live and began to start the redesign process. So it's currently being weighted out by a sticky note, hopes and dreams, and the fear that I might accidentally face reveal myself, so I started off with a few experimental sketches, taking advice from chat about what aspects I should keep from the original design, and what I should add or change to make Jester more like a cartoon character. They also suggested what I could draw to help define Jester more, which ended up with me drawing them with a questionable object. It's gonna look like a different kind of bottle. So that is not chat. It doesn't look like a ketchup bottle. Oh wait, it's upside down. It doesn't look like a ketchup bottle. My friend Agent Cone suggested doing the feet like Kirby, but after noticing how awkward it looked with everything else, I scrapped it. It was a good suggestion, all things considered. I mean, look at these adorable drawings Cone did. While doing these sketches, there were a couple of things that bugged me about the initial idea. Most notably were the face and the hands. The original design has these circled eyes, and in these newer designs, they have a more beady-eyed look. I liked the newer look more because it gave me the cartoon expression I was looking for in Jester's design. But I didn't know why it looked so off to me still. And then I realized something. It's the mouth line. That's the thing that bugged me the most about these practice sketches. I mean, look at this first sketch. No mouth line. I don't outright hate it. And then there's these ones. Mouth line. Burn them. I also decided, since I was giving them hands and feet, I wanted to make them connect, so I gave them limbs for arms and legs Waka Waka style. And, with those issues, I did a small sketch and decided, okay, this is what I want to do. And then I proceed to change it completely by making their head oval. Part 1.5. I hate my brain. Why did I decide to give Jester an oval head? I liked the idea I had right before the sketch, and then I messed it up by changing the head shape. Part 2. Try again. After I decided I hated the oval head shape, much to my friend's dismay, I went back to the drawing board 2 days later to try out different head shapes with the Jester. I started off with the circle from before, and that seemed to be it for me. But then I realized with how short I made the limbs, Jester seemed way too... how do I say this without seeming weird? Childlike? Childish? Let's go with childish, which is not what I want at all. It does come with a cartoon style of being childish or for kids, I mean, look at the big eyes I did in this sketch. But the last thing I want is for new viewers to think of a high-pitched voice or a younger person in general when they see my character, only to get my voice coming out of it instead. I'm not trying to be Mickey Mouse or Pac-Man, I'm trying to be JT Music's Cuphead rap, okay? I went back to my other designs and marked what aspects I did like, didn't like, or parts I was unsure about. I liked the use of the lines as limbs, but hated the small circles as eyes. And I wasn't sure what to do with that and the boots. I did like the oval shape eyes, as I felt like I could do expressions better with that. So I made the circle and the limbs longer, got rid of the boot look, and did an oval shape for the eyes. I decided that with these new details to the design, it finally reflects what I wanted with this new design. New page, final design. I put everything that I liked from the previous 2 pages into this sketch. Longer circle, oval eyes, lines for limbs, and of course, it isn't a jester without their iconic hat. I also decided that at the bottom of the page to do 3 additional heads for expression references. These will be important later on when I do the reference card and the overall expressions sheet, which I guess I could talk about now that the design is done, huh? Oh look, I also added eyebrows. Yippee! Part 3. The reference card. After taking a few days to process the new design, I hopped into my art program and got to working on the final step of redesigning Jester, the reference card. Oh hey, check it out, I got a new art program. This is Curita, I believe that's how it's pronounced anyways, I'm sorry if it's not. It's a free-to-use art program that is genuinely fun to use. I'm still getting used to it, but I'm most likely going to make the switch to this program for future art stuff. Sadly, I have yet to figure out how to make it work with OBS, so no apps and timestamps for you, sorry y'all. Regardless of the Curita OBS hell. Wait, that sounds like a ship. Regardless of the whatever cursed ship I just made hell, drawing Jester using better and more diverse use of tools was a lot of fun, especially since this program actually registers my art style compared to the other one I used. So I have an easier time coloring using the selection tools. I didn't do shading for the reference card because I'm going to be turning these into sprites to use in future videos, and I want to keep them as simple as possible in case I need to do more sprites later down the line. Which, by the way, if you want to see more documented style videos like this for me, like the video and comment down below what topics you want me to go into. Whether it's about TTRPGs, video games, life stories, stuff like that. Give me ideas to add to my overwhelming topic list, please! There really isn't much to discuss here since most of the things that I touched on were in previous sections, but I did end up making the head less long and that's about it. And look at that, I added a name and color palette with my signature at the bottom of the card. Don't steal my signature or my art. Well, with everything said, it's time for the big reveal. Introducing the... Ooh, let me try that again, but more excited. Introducing the new and improved Jester! Okay, that's going to take a while to get used to. I'm in love with this new design, and I hope you guys like it too. If you guys do want to draw the new Jester, I'll post this reference card in my community post as well as my Discord server, which if you want to join and are 13+, I'll leave a link to it in the description below. Big thank you to those who were in the live chat, as well as my friends Agent Cone, Lucy, and Bella/Jet for dealing with my insanity, and thanks to you for watching this video until the end. Subscribe to the channel, make sure to drink water and eat food, and I will see you guys in the next show. Bye bye!